you're coming from, no matter who they think you are.
Mr. Gay Europe! Yeah!
Inner life will take you far. Just listen to your heart, or it can drive you to insanity.
Stockholm. Here, the journey begins for the 10 finalists of Mr. Gay Europe 2016. This year, the event will take the delegates from the busy and metropolitan city of Stockholm in Sweden to the remote and rustic village of Uppdal on top of the wild mountains of Norway. First, the Mr. Gay Europe team wanted to introduce the delegates to Stockholm and Stockholm Pride. But before we set off on the journey, here is former Mr. Gay Europe President Morten Elruda on how it all started.
Well, I'm here with Morten, the founder of Mr. Gay Europe. Young man, I'm going to take you back 10 years. What made you come up with this idea to hold this competition?
Well, the truth is, Oslo was going to have Europride that year. So we thought, why don't we come up with something that has to do with Europe? And I had previously worked with Miss Norway, actually.
Right.
So I thought, why not make a Mr. competition? So we made it the first Mr. Gay Europe competition in Oslo in 2005. And 13 countries came, which I thought was, we didn't have that much time to prepare, so I was very happy. It was a bit work to get people, we had never done it before. What is this? So we basically had to tell them and write and beg and plead, can you please come, that sort of thing. But it was really, I thought it was, not because I was making it, but it was very professional, very well arranged, I thought, and it went on from there.
So what were the aims when you set it up? Was it to highlight awareness, or was it just to counter the fact that there was a Miss Norway and there's always a Miss World? It's time that the gays had one.
A little bit that, but also you mentioned awareness, and I didn't want it to become just like a typical beauty pageant. That wasn't my idea at all. I thought young people, they need a role model, and if that happens to be a nice looking young chap, why not?
Why not?
And especially if he has some brains and can talk about issues, that would be great. Because I feel that young people don't really have gay role models to look up to, so that was my main goal.
So we're here in a very busy street in the centre of Stockholm at the official hotel partner of Mr. Gay Europe 2016. It's a very swanky hotel. I'm going to have a little look inside and meet the marketing coordinator to find out all about it. How excited are you about Pride? Because you're wearing an amazing t-shirt there.
Thank you. We're actually really excited. It's the second year as official partner to the festival, and Clarion Hotel is all about passion and giving people a bit extra and increasing their quality of life. And I think it's really important for us to stand up to these questions. So we're super excited to be able to be partnered with Pride, and this year not only in Stockholm but also in Oslo and Bergen.
Oh, fantastic. So you've got a partnership this year with Mr. Gay Europe, and you've got the delegates staying here. How exciting is that?
It's really exciting, and we think that it contributes to a really vivid and happy feeling at the hotel. So we're really super excited to have them here.
The delegates fly in from all over Europe for a week filled with activities and friendship. The Mr. Gay Europe team makes sure the delegates are taken good care of.
So who are we waiting for now?
We are waiting for Dimitar, who's Mr. Gay Bulgaria. So we're hoping to find him. He was somewhere by the Starbucks, and he's on his way out now. So
yeah, we're here to find him.
Through that door any second.
The big reveal.
He's got a big red bag and a yellow backpack.
Yeah.
That's all we know. Welcome, lads. We got here.
Don't worry. We finally met you. How are you?
Each of the delegates has taken part in national competitions in their own home countries. In countries where there are no competitions, due to the political situations, human rights organisations can nominate a candidate. You have to be 18 years or older to participate in Mr. Gay Europe. However, there is no upper age limit. The delegates stay in shared rooms, and the Mr. Gay Europe team makes sure that delegates from different parts of Europe with different cultures, backgrounds, and languages stay together. This is in order to build new friendships and embrace diversity. It's now time to get to know the Mr. Gay Europe delegates a little bit more.
I came out when I was 16 or 15, and it was to my mother. So I waited till I had my first boyfriend to tell anyone of my family or my friends, and because my brother is gay too, my older brother, so he actually did a lot of work for me. And I just sat with her at the table. It was my little brother's birthday party at our home, and we were just alone. And I was like, okay, Mom, I have to tell something. And she was like, okay, another one, no problem. So yeah, it went better than I expected. So I expected her to be sad and be, oh no, another one. But it wasn't. And it was actually with all my friends, I was very afraid of their reaction. But never have I got any bad reactions. So that was my coming out.
When I first came out, I said it to a few of my friends. It was just I was 16 years of age, and we'd gone around to somebody's house, and there was some cherryade on the side that we kept drinking quite a lot of, and with any cherryade with a lot of sugar, you obviously become a little bit disorientated. And with that, we just started discussing things, and they were female as well, so for some reason gay people connect very well with females, and we just feel like we could let go a little bit. So I just told them how I felt and that I thought I was gay, and they were very accepting. But for me, the challenge would always be my parents.
One time I was going back from weekend house and I was going with my boyfriend on the last station, and I want to kiss him, but I wasn't sure if somebody is not in a bus who knows me, and when I arrived, I realized nobody from my village was there, and then I wrote the message. I remember the message until now. That message was, if I know nobody will in a bus, I want to kiss you.
Yeah.
And maybe after a half hour or 20 minutes, I realized I sent it on the wrong number. I sent it to my mother, and I was like, okay, I can come down home, and I can quickly delete the message from her phone. But I comes home, and mother already read the message. But in that message wasn't like if is that for girl, for man, or for who. And she comes and she asks me, Marek, can you please tell me for who was the message? And I was like, no.
Smile! And again. Yeah, good stuff.
Mr. Gay Europe was first organised in 2005 in Oslo, Norway, and is a non-profit, independent and non-political event. Everyone in the international organisation works as volunteers and for free. Although it is a competition, the main focus of Mr. Gay Europe is on friendship, unity and positive cultural bonds of the gay communities from all over Europe.
My family and my friends know that I'm gay. All accepted me. They didn't have this no problem. My grandma. My grandma said to me, I'm proud of you.
And I comes there and I ask her, Mom, do you want to know for who was the message? And she, I don't think so. And then I thought, okay, and I was going in my room. Then my phone started to ring, and my mother called me, Marek, please come here and tell me the truth. So I was coming there and I explained her everything.
Well, I came out to my brother because he found out I was getting with his best friend. So I won't go too much into detail about that one. But anyways, my mum is quite a funny story. For ages I was seeing a girl called Natalie, and it was going on for a while, but she never actually met Natalie. And then my mum's not homophobic, she never showed any homophobic tendencies at all. And I thought, right, 16, I want to start going out to the bars now, pretend to be 18. And I was like, we're in the living room, having a dinner, bangers and mash, I think it was. And I was like, Mum, she went, yeah. I said, do you know Natalie? She went, yeah. I went, well, she's really called Nathan. So she just dropped to the floor laughing, and that was it. That was me out to my parents. That was out to my mum, yeah.
And how did that make you feel?
It was... I was a bit nervous, but I was quite a bit I wasn't a rebel, but I was like, couldn't give an F kind of age, so I was just like, yeah, I'm gay, so the fact that she was like laughing at it, and then she was just like completely accepting, it was amazing. So
who was the person you found it more difficult to tell?
More difficult to tell? Well, I hope that my grandma doesn't see this, because she doesn't know I'm gay.
Mr. Gay Europe does not want to dictate to anyone how to fight for gay and human rights in their own local communities. But it is always nice to show how others do it. As Sweden is one of the most gay-friendly countries in Europe, and the Stockholm Pride is one of the most straight-friendly and inclusive of all gay prides in Europe, the Mr. Gay Europe team wanted to give the 2016 delegates a taste of Swedish hospitality.
Well, welcome to a very rainy but fantastic Stockholm Pride 2016. We're here on the main parade. As you can see, the next set of floats are coming by. We've been here now for 2 hours and the floats are coming and going. Now, Mr. Gay Europe is here to represent themselves, but also to get more votes, and we've set them a little challenge. So, before the guys take the parade, let's go meet them now, because they've got to take a photograph that best describes Pride. Well, as you can hear, folks, the crowds are cheering. The parade is going by and it looks absolutely fantastic. But I've quickly caught the guys. So, how are you finding Stockholm Pride?
Well, it's full of people, everyone is crazy and having fun, we love it.
I love you too, you're crazy, you're one of my favourites. So last night we went out, we had a fantastic party, what was it like?
Oh, it was superb, absolutely great. Great entertainment as well, very diverse entertainment, let's just say.
And we were all dancing, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a few sore heads today. So you've got a challenge, you've got to take a photo that best sums up Pride. Are you up for that?
100% ready.
Have you got enough battery on your phone?
Pokemon's destroying battery later, yeah.
Well, there you are. They've been set the challenge. The parade's going by. So, guys, I'll count you down from 5 and off you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. The competition's on!
To become Mr. Gay Europe, the delegates have to compete in different categories or challenges, where the delegates will receive their marks. At the end of the competition, the marks are all added up, and the delegate with the most points gets to name himself Mr. Gay Europe. Among the challenges is the personal interview, which takes place in front of several judges and can be compared to a really tough job interview. Other challenges include the online vote, the social media challenge, the written test, the photo session, the sports challenge, and a special team challenge. But let's get back to Stockholm and the Pride Park.
Well, from a wet but spectacular Pride parade, I've arrived at the main arena. I'm joined now by the Vice Chair, Matthias, who's a very busy chap, but he's going to have a chat with us. You must be thrilled with that parade today.
It's been amazing. It's always the final thing that we do in the Pride Festival. So of course it's amazing. That's what we wait for the whole year.
And do you know how many people have taken part in it, or is it too early to say?
For me, it's a bit too early to say, but from what I've seen from the start of the parade, it looks like it has done in previous years. Last year was 45,000 in the parade and 450,000 that's actually looking on the streets of Stockholm. So it's amazing.
And one of the things that I've discovered since arriving in this city is the city embraces Pride. Everywhere you go, there's rainbow flags and meet and greets and people are smiling. Does that take a lot to develop, or are the people of Stockholm so open to Pride festivals?
I do think that Swedish people in general and in Stockholm are very happy about Pride, and that the LGBT community has made such headway in Sweden in the past 20 years. So I think that's one reason. But I also think that this is our 19th festival at Stockholm Pride, and over the years it just keeps growing, and people like Pride, and it's amazing, and everyone is welcome at Pride. It's not only for the LGBT community, it's also for our allies, of course, who are for equal rights.
Well, it's getting busier and busier. We've got the Mr. Gay Europe delegates roaming around, chatting to people. How excited are you of having these guys here?
It's amazing, of course. It's always nice to have people from other parts of Europe coming to see our festival, coming to see Stockholm. In some cases, perhaps coming to a safe space where they can actually enjoy themselves and have fun. So we're very thrilled to have them here.
Well, it looks amazing. It sounds like the party's just about to start. You're a busy chap. Happy Pride, my lovely.
Thank you very much.
Safe journey. Mwah. Oh, very modern.
Mr. Gay Europe is not all about the competition. It is just as much about friendship and networking. That is why the MGE president always welcomes new delegates with the phrase, "Welcome to the Mr. Gay Europe family." In 2016, this was the 10th time the Mr. Gay Europe European finale was held, and the Mr. Gay Europe team made sure the delegates had enough time to know each other and the locals. On one of the evenings, everyone went to the pavilion by the water. Here, the delegates enjoyed some refreshments and attended a concert organised by the Jewish gay community in Stockholm. The delegates, as national winners or national representatives, possess many qualities. The delegates will have a unique combination of intellect, confidence, awareness, self-esteem, looks, and charm. The interviews, the written test, and the other challenges may put the delegates in the spotlight, which they are aware of. But just as much as the delegates are judged on their social skills, the way they interact with each other, and get along with other people they meet along their way. On our way in Sweden, we met up with an old friend.
Now, it's amazing who you bump into at Stockholm Pride. Would you believe I found a contestant from the first ever Mr. Gay Europe 2005. Eric, hello there, welcome.
Thank you, hello.
Hey, I tell you what, take me back 10 years to that competition. What was it like?
Big, amazing, and very fun.
10 years ago, is that a distant memory now, or is it actually something you look back with fondly and with affection?
I look back at it every summer because we were there in the summer, and every summer I look back at it and look on my pictures and reminding the amazing time.
So here we are then, one final time. What's the one tip, one bit of advice that you would say to our guys?
Enjoy.
Enjoy it,
Yeah,
that's the best thing. And you're going to enjoy Stockholm Pride?
I'm going to enjoy Stockholm Pride tonight. It's amazing atmosphere here, and the weather will fit us.
The weather's very kind, and the music's playing, so shall we go have a dance?
Sure.
There we go.
Cool.
Mr. Gay Europe has taken place in Hungary, the Czech Republic, Austria, Norway, Bulgaria, Italy, and Sweden. The title holders have come from the Netherlands, Hungary, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Sweden, and from 3 times Spain. All the title holders and the delegates throughout the years have had their own personal stories and experiences, sometimes good, sometimes bad. But I guess we're just born this way.
Me coming out was when I was 14 to my best friend and actually my roommate now. We have stayed together in a lot of years. And I was calling her. It was camping. My parents had always camping a lot, and I was crying and crying and crying because I felt so terrible. It was wrong, and she was coming down. And actually, I was coming out to some of my parents' friends. They promised me they won't tell them anything, but they did. So it was age 17, I think. My mama was just, oh, we need to talk about your sexual orientation. No, she was saying, we need to talk. And I was just, no, we don't. And she was just, yeah, we need to talk about your sexual orientation. I just, no, we don't. No, we have not to. And I was just, yeah, I am. So what? And she was just, yeah, it's fine. Just, you should just know I accept you, who you are. And you can always be who you are. And I was just, yeah, what about father? And my father. And she was, do you want me to tell him? And I was just, yeah. And what if you don't like me anymore? I was saying. And she was just, if your father don't like you anymore, he's not the man I was married to. So that's actually kind of sweet.
I never had to come out, so I don't really have a story for it like that. It was just kind of, my family kind of knew automatically, so I never had to actually say it. It was just kind of brought a boyfriend home. That's it. The way it should be.
Well, I finally caught up with the guys. Now, Mr. Gay Belgium.
Yeah.
What did you think of that parade?
The parade was beautiful. Lots of different teams, different cultures. Everybody was smiling and dancing, so yeah, it was great.
Now, when the fire brigade went by and sprayed with water, did you get wet?
No, actually no.
I bet you did.
I did.
Yeah, I thought you would. Now, we're here in the main arena. What do you think of it? I mean, it's massive, isn't it?
It's unreal, like the amount of different stalls with different information and food stalls is really cool. And can't wait for the big concert to start in a while.
And it's such a happy and inclusive experience, you know. Everybody's walking around smiling. It's a lovely atmosphere to be in.
Yes, it is. There was no question there. No, I've been to quite a few prides in my time, and this is definitely one of the biggest and best I've ever been to. So,
right then, boys. So we have done Stockholm. What do you think, Wales? What did you think of all the flags in the streets and how people have embraced it as a city?
This is what it's about. This is what it should be. Everybody's here, gay, straight, lesbian, it doesn't matter who or what you are, they're all here celebrating being a human being, and that is what it's about. And I think this is what everybody should be doing across the world. So yeah, fab.
There you are, fab, a fab from Wales. Now guys, we're going to have a few hours here, but tomorrow, 10 o'clock, we jump on the coach and then we head to Norway for your challenges. Poland, are you ready for your challenge?
Yes. Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, he is ready. So if he is ready, we are all ready. So have a great couple of hours here at Stockholm Pride. Norway, here we come.